The hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Here we go. So in regards to Street Fighter 6, okay? Recently, people have seen that when I'm playing Street Fighter 6, particularly when I'm playing the ranked matches, which are, you know, they're a grind. It's people trying to play their absolute best. And basically it's a lot of stress for me. You know, my blood pressure goes up, my body's hot, I have to pump up my air conditioning in here. And if I start to lose a string of matches, I get really agitated and heated, and then it just kind of, it makes me run into more, like, bad gameplay. Like, I'll play worse the more upset or heated or agitated I get, right? So people have had suggestions, take breaks and stuff like that. Back on Wednesday, my eyes started to burn uncontrollably, and then I couldn't even see. Like, I could see the TV, and then when I looked over here, the entire laptop was a blur. I couldn't even, like, see the words on the screen. I'm like, oh my God. So people suggested, hey, go get eye drops. So I did. I have eye drops now that I can use, and my eyes start to burn like that, right? So someone left an interesting comment. I'd like to share it with you. And I think this might actually lead to a direct change to when I play Street Fighter that actually is going to be for the best, both for me and for the viewers. So this is what I mean about getting truly constructive feedback, is that it really can help and change things for the better. So here we go. Ready? Okay. So here's a comment left directly on last night's video of M. Bison gameplay as I continued to, you know, grind. And then I did a daily wrap basically explaining that I was doing good, but, you know, there's issues that arise when I'm playing, right? So here you go. He goes, you barely blink when you're doing matches back-to-back. You're fixating so hard on the action, and you've just basically learned this kind of a bad habit, and you are in a room with lots of tech equipment and the air conditioning, and it's all going to dry out your eyes. Symptoms of dry eyes are sore, itchy, red eyes, and blurry vision. It's no more complex than your eyes are just dry because of how you're playing high-stress games and you barely blink. You guys would know that. I literally wouldn't, right? Like, I don't know if when I'm playing fighting games, if I'm blinking or not, because I'm focusing on the fighting game. You guys would know because you can see me as I play. And so this person is observing and saying, yeah, if you haven't noticed when you play fighting games, like, you barely ever blink. So, okay. I mean, that's a valid observation, right? Thank you for that, because I didn't even realize that. Okay? Continuing on. You should take breaks every 2 matches or so and go into a practice room versus NPCs and practice moves for a few minutes and talk with viewers and ask for strats or info about moves or to calm down. The way that you spam matches back-to-back over and over for hours is kind of crazy. You need to break them up a little. You're always running at high revs and stressed out. Okay? I actually think this person, in, you know, now putting this in perspective, is absolutely correct. When I play Street Fighter online, particularly ranked, and I'm just jumping from match to match to match, right? I could go, like, for an hour just playing without a break, right? It's true. And then I'm not relaxing my eyes. I'm not even interacting with the chat in a lot of cases. I get so heated, I'm like, I just want to go on to the next match. I just want to go on to the next match, on to the next match. And what happens is those streams, as I've told you guys, end up being way less interactive, way less social than my typical stream would be. Like right now, as you know, we're going to be talking and we're going to be interacting and we're going to have a good time on this podcast. When I start playing Elden Ring, we're going to have those conversations. Tonight, are you kidding me? When we play Stardew Valley, that's like a feature, right? That we're going to hang out and we're going to have conversation and we're going to have fun together. That's kind of the point. But in regards to Street Fighter 6, I basically kind of almost ignore you guys unless I'm taking that break in the middle of the stream, and then I talk with you for a little bit and I'll do shout outs and I'll update the leaderboard and stuff like that. So what this person is suggesting is to be a more loose atmosphere when I play Street Fighter. Maybe do 2 to 3 sets and then take a break for like 5 minutes. Hang out with the chat. What's going on? What is everyone talking about? Let's do shout outs. Let's update the leaderboard. Let's cool down. Even if I'm on a winning streak or a losing streak, to interrupt that streak, to take a breather, to blink like this, to be natural, to be human. instead of being a robot mashing through a bunch of matches back to back. And that'll give me an opportunity. Hey, my eyes burn. Let's put some eye drops in. Hey, let's hydrate, right? Let's get a drink here. Let's get the blood pressure down. Let's get the adrenaline down. Honestly, I think this person is onto something, because here's why. The last 2 times that I played with M. Bison, I start off very strong. My first several matches, the whole first roughly hour goes well, right? And then all of a sudden, after about an hour of gameplay, it starts to fall apart. I start to play a little more sloppy, dropping execution, dropping combos, right? I start freaking out. I don't know why I got hit. I don't know why that's hitting me. I don't know why my combo, oh my God, I couldn't do a simple move. I wanted scissors, and instead I got head stomp, right? That kept happening. Now, when that's happening, what I should do is immediately I should say, I got to take a break, because obviously things are falling apart. But instead, it's just like my agitation makes me want to keep going, right? And that's going to spell disaster. And I see logically, I know this, but the problem is when you're in the heat of the moment, when the adrenaline is pumping, right? When you're angry, then you don't feel the logic betrays you, and you don't think logically. You just, I got to go to the next one. I got to get revenge. I got to fucking get things turned around again, right? So I absolutely feel like this advice, every 2-3 sets, not matches, but sets, because, you know, a set is, when you're doing ranked, it's best of 3. So let's say I play 3 different people in a row, then take like a 5-minute break and relax, right? And then recuperate, blink, right? Hydrate in the eyes, hydrate in the mouth, hydrate everything, and then come back. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what I should start doing. I think this is an exceptionally good suggestion. This is going to dramatically improve, I feel, when I play fighting games. And what I'd like to do, the first time I'd like to try this is Monday on my next Street Fighter stream. Okay, so for those who don't know, Monday, the daytime stream is Street Fighter 6, not the night stream. It's going to be M. Bison ranked gameplay. My goal is to take him to Master. I'm actually more than a third through 5-star Diamond rank. I'm getting there right now. So I feel if we do it like this, I play 2-3 matches, relax, let's hang out for a little bit. Then we go back. That will actually help me, in my opinion, to play better. And I think that that's what I need to start doing, so that way it's not... Because here's the thing, the way I play now, I kid you not, I start playing, and it's either I'm a string of good matches or bad matches, and then I just keep going, and next thing you know, the night's over. And I'm like, dude, it's... like, this is what happened last night. It was past 10 p.m. Now, I'm supposed to be out of here by, like, 9:30. It's past 10 p.m., and I'm like, dude, I feel like I want to keep playing. The adrenaline is still coursing through me, but that's a bad idea. I've already played for 2.5 hours. If I keep going, I'm probably going to play more poorly. You know what I'm saying? I do need to start getting under more self-control. And I asked for this last night, and admittedly, thank you to everyone who was here last night who helped me. I said if I get tilted, I need people to calm me down, and a few people did, actually, at one point, and we took the break, and the break worked well. So I need to do that. Like, if I'm getting hot and pissed because of fucking a string of losses or whatever, I need to have that break. I need to have people step up and say, hey, break that right now. You know, let's have this time to just hang out and talk for a little bit so you can cool down, so when you go back in, you're of more right mind. You're not just agitated, right? So let's start trying this on Monday. So thank you to this person. Amazingly good comment. And this is what I mean. This kind of feedback could really help me. Not only just, you know, for my own personal health reasons, because I'm getting older and I shouldn't have a high fucking blood pressure every time I play Street Fighter, but also for content creation in general. I think that the Street Fighter streams would be better if instead of me just go play, 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 oh, so pissed, play, 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 that we break it up and I talk with you guys and we hang out, right? And we have those opportunities for chill time in between the serious matches. In truth, I actually feel like a lot of people do this, and I'm just behind the curve, right? Because again, I'm of the mentality of the old days of Street Fighter. Keep in mind, I haven't played competitive Street Fighter in a very long time, where I used to just grind. I was offline. I wasn't streaming. So I would just do all these offline matches back to back to back to back and just keep going. And sometimes I'd have a string of losses. People would like that. They'd laugh at my losses because I would be all pissed and stuff. But today I'm actually trying to play well. This isn't just me pumping out videos for the sake of pumping out videos. I'm actually trying to get better at Street Fighter 6. I care now. Back in Street Fighter 4 days, I legit didn't. I didn't give a fuck if I won or lost as long as I was putting out an entertaining video. Now I actually care. I'm actually trying to get better at the game. So it makes sense that I should actually take breaks and focus and try to readjust so that I'm not pissed off all the time, right? So this is great. Thank you so much. And anyone, this is the kind of suggestion I need. For sure, 100%. This is super helpful. This is going to allow me to do better moving forward if I listen to this kind of advice, okay? So thank you very much. And again, if anyone else has suggestions like this, please, by all means, leave these on my videos. I read them. I absolutely read these suggestions. I look at all the comments, I approve them, and I read them. So know that it's not being missed or anything like that. Abso-freaking-lutely, I see all of your comments and constructive suggestions like this. So thank you for that, okay? Just a final reminder, please support Elden Ring today. I'm really enjoying the time I'm putting into the playthrough, so it would be great to you know, at least hit the tier 1 support and everything that, you know, that I look to do during the stream. I like the idea of positive feedback, but what about the suggestion box? And the fact that sometimes you say the suggestions in there are pretty dumb. Plargus, did you see the difference between the suggestions that I just read off and received versus some of the stuff I've read out of that suggestion box? Here's the difference. Someone giving constructive criticism of how to directly improve a Street Fighter stream, make me play better and calm down, better for my health, better for my gameplay, and a better experience for the viewers. It wasn't, I don't like the podcast, you should cut it out. You see the difference between one is a constructive, positive suggestion explaining why it's constructive and positive, and the other is, I don't like that, so don't do it. That's not a suggestion. That's like a pet peeve gripe. It's not the pet peeves box, it's the suggestions box. You're supposed to put stuff in there that actually constructively improves the content, not, oh, I just don't personally like something, so don't do it. Or the other one,
well, everyone else does this, so why don't you do it too?
Because that's not a suggestion. You're just saying be like everybody else. You know? That's why I think the suggestion box, sadly, didn't really work that well. Because people used it as a way to vent at me for things they don't like, instead of saying, here's actually directly why this would improve your content, and here's how to implement it. You see the difference? That's it. The one or two people who did use it for that, thank you. Like OP Boone was always putting good suggestions in there, and there was one or two other people. But then there's people, here's my laundry list of gripes with you. Here's 17 paragraphs of the suggestion box. Now read this on your show, and if you don't, it shows what a horrible person you are because you don't accept constructive criticism. I'm like, I think you missed the fucking point, right? That's the difference here, Plargus. So if you get that, cool. If not, I can't really make you understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a weird thing that people took the suggestion box not as a suggestions thing, but like a bitch fest. You know? It's not bitch fest. Radical Joel says, I have a suggestion. While waiting for a match, wait in the training room. If you go to the training room, it constantly puts you there after every match. We could try that. Do you want me to try that? I could try that on Monday. Thing is, I kind of prefer to sit there and listen to the music of the menu rather than sitting in training. You know? Plus, here's the thing. If I'm in training, then I can't talk to you guys. If the whole point is after every 2 to 3 sets, we sit and talk and chill, then I'd rather do that than be sitting in training and now, oh, I gotta play. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's talk about it on Monday. Let's try to figure it out on Monday.
Typically helps me more than anything.